Hello, my name is Katrina Martinez, and today I will be discussing with you historical information about the feminization of education and the role that Catharine Beecher played in opening doors and improving educational facilities for women as educators. Before I begin, I would like to provide you with a few items that I plan to discuss. I will begin with Catharine Beecher's family history, followed by her educational background, and explain how her education played a part in how she viewed women. I will then provide you with a brief information on institutions she established and literature she published. Catharine Beecher was the daughter of Reverend Lyman and Roxanne Beecher. She was born on September 6, 1800, in Connecticut. She was one of 8 children. Catharine Beecher grew up to become a teacher, author, and an outstanding advocate for women. Catharine Beecher died on May 12, 1878, in New York. At a very young age, Catharine attended Miss Pierce School for Young Ladies, where she learned proper etiquette skills. Here, she was exposed to a curriculum which at the time was not exposed to young ladies. At Miss Pierce School for Young Ladies, Beecher learned mathematics, science, and literature. She was exposed to what we consider to be extracurricular activities like painting and drama. During her time at school, she began to realize that women should be provided with the same education as the opposite sex. She believed that women were just as talented and deserved as much opportunity as they did. As she matured and became a young lady, Beecher did not get married right away. Instead, she focused on her views of women and advocated for women's roles. She believed that women were empathetic and caring, allowing women to be more nurturing. Women were already homemakers and mothers, and she believed that those qualities made women natural leaders. Beecher advocated for women to be presented with roles in education and that women could one day take on the highest form of leadership in our education systems. However, to this day, we often still see more men than women fulfilling many of those duties. As I walk through the halls in my own personal campus, I do see many women as teachers. However, it's not quite often that we see women as assistant principals or principals, and a little less as superintendents. In fact, it was just a couple of years ago that in the valley where I live, we had 3 female superintendents. However, many are not in those positions today. Beecher was able to establish 3 institutions during her time. The first educational institution created for women was established in 1823 by Beecher and one of her sisters, Mary. There were nearly 100 women that began their education at the Hartford Female Seminary. This seminary was open until the mid-19th century. She then moved with her father to Cincinnati, where she established her second facility, which was Western's Female Institute. However, due to financial struggles, it closed its doors 5 years later. In 1852, she established the American Women's Educational Association, where she recruited teachers from prominent families. Here, she inspired many of these women to go off and develop and, in fact, build other schools in the states of Illinois, Wisconsin, and Iowa. Between advocating for women and establishing institutions, Beecher was also a published author. She wrote on how to improve women's rights, she published recipes, and even co-wrote a book with her sister Harriet. Catharine Beecher was an amazing woman. She fulfilled many expectations that maybe many women at that time wouldn't have even considered. She was outspoken. She was able to create environments that work for women. And although many may have not agreed with her ways of recruitment or the curriculums that she was providing to these women, she was considered very, very knowledgeable. Since Catharine Beecher was one of the first ever women who did advocate for the better futures of a woman, I have a lot of respect for her. She believed that women could be leaders both in the home and in the field of education. Because of that, I have a great respect for her and her beliefs as a mother and as an educator myself. As I continue to see females in the classroom, I can't help but acknowledge that we are here because of her beliefs and the inspiration that she was able to provide to other women. Thank you for your time and for your attention, and I hope you have a wonderful day.